Welcome to this evening's episode of Atlanta News First. We're breaking down your forecast. We're going to talk about all of the changes that we have going on this week. Number one being the cold outside. Temperatures are ridiculously cold. We're talking upper 30s, near 40 degrees. You're going to need the jackets if you step outside. You probably didn't need me to tell you that, but just in case you haven't been outside all day and you've just been looking at how gorgeous it looks through the window, bundle up. It is just ridiculously cold. These numbers are in the 30s and 40s, and they're going to continue to fall as we head through the overnight hours. We're talking about starting off the morning in the mid-20s in places like Wedowee and Roanoke and Noonan, 24 degrees for a morning low, 23 in Bremen, closer to 29 here in Atlanta. Listen, guys, it's been a long time since we started off the morning in the 20s here inside of Atlanta. It's been actually 252 days, if my math is right, back on March 20th. That was the last time we were this cold. This isn't like a crazy cold, but this is going to be unseasonably cold by over 10 degrees. So prepare for it, bundle up, have the thicker coats, make sure the kids are bundled up. Have the gloves, have the scarves. If you're a person who's cold-natured, you probably want a little bit more, maybe some mittens or something. But cold numbers all across the region for the start of the morning. We're talking about numbers near 25 degrees out in Athens and Watkinsville, 26 in Lexington, and check out Blairsville. The teens for some folks in the morning. Blairsville, 18 degrees for the start of the day, 19 in Hiawassee, 18 in Hayesville, just ridiculously cold. Thankfully, we're going to be dry. I know a lot of you are looking for snow. If we had a colder atmospheric profile with some moisture, we would get a little snow. That's not the case. We're talking about being dry for your Wednesday, being dry for Thursday. Thursday will be the clear pick of this forecast because Thursday's the dry day, and it's going to be the day that's going to be the closest to normal, which is low 60s. We'll be near 61 degrees for a daytime high Thursday, so it's going to be a good day to get outside, maybe get some running done, get some errands done, get some Christmas shopping done, because as we head towards the weekend, things just get a little bit messy. We have 3 first alerts in the forecast for rounds of rain, and even some rumbles of thunder are going to be possible. I think our best chance to get some lightning will be on Saturday. Right now, the severe risk is very, very low Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but the rain is going to be pretty good. It's going to be a good dosing of rain, moderate to heavy rain, especially on Saturday right now. Saturday has trended to be the wetter day. If you were with us yesterday, we thought Sunday was going to be the wetter day, so we first alerted you to Sunday and Friday. You stick with us through the week, and anytime that there's any kind of changes and nuances with the guidance, we're the first to tell you about it. We'll break it down to you. You guys know how this goes, and it is just going to be looking wet. So those are the reasons for those 3 first alerts. But before we get there, we'll be dry. Just cold to start off the morning. Lots of sunshine earlier on. I do expect clouds to eventually filter in as we head later into the evening hours. Those clouds are a good thing for us because clouds, they actually help us out a little bit through the overnight hours. They keep us a little bit milder. They're like our thermal blanket. So tomorrow morning will be the coldest morning of the season since March, and then we'll be a little bit milder on Thursday morning. 30 degrees as you're punching the clock. Karen says that's what you were looking for. You were looking for the cold, Karen? You want the sunshine in the 20s? Live your life. I'm from Louisiana. I'd rather the 50s in the morning. But, I don't mind. A little bundling up, hoodie, jacket, all that good stuff, and then you're good to go. Getting into the 40s just before lunchtime, and then we'll sail into the 50s as the kids are getting out of school. Oh, Karen, you like the rain for work. Okay. Well, you know what? As long as it rains, I'm employed too, so I'm not knocking that. Hanging out in the 50s through the afternoon. And then, of course, I don't know if you guys catch our Wind Down Wednesday forecast normally that we do on Tuesday nights, but we like to pair the wine with the weather. And I'm not a sommelier, but I'll do my best. I like wine. Whenever temperatures are cold outside, I know that you shouldn't be drinking cold wine. You need something warm in your hand. So we're going to go with something spicy, something red, something that's going to keep you warm on the inside. So we're going to go to Red Zen or a Tempranillo. If it tickles your fancy, go with a Malbec or a Shiraz. Just too cold to be drinking something. I mean, I'm just saying, it's too cold for a glass of something that is cold. People don't drink hot cocoa in the summer, do they? See, I'm just saying. Yeah, so anyways, let's get you through the forecast. Thursday's better. The clouds keep us milder. We get into the 60s around lunchtime, and then we continue to warm as we head into the middle of the afternoon before those numbers start to gradually cool back down. You can already see that moisture building from the northwest. That's going to be our chance for rain. Scattered showers start to build in as we head into your Friday, and that's why there's a first alert. Scattered rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder. I expect it to be more isolated thunder Friday. Looks like the better chance for some lightning will be Saturday. But a damp start to your Friday morning drive. It's going to be a bit of messy out there. It's payday. We all need to go and make some of that money that we just spent on Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Giving Tuesday or Travel Tuesday, depending on who you are. And then also, apparently, everybody had a friends and family this weekend. So we all need that payday on Friday. Let's just slow down on the roadways because it's going to be a bit messy out there with the rain and the traffic. Meanwhile, more rain. You can see the pockets of yellow that's going to be building in Saturday afternoon and evening. That's going to equal heavier downpours and also the potential for some lightning and thunder. Once again, the severe weather risk looks lower with this whole event, but can't rule out some lightning for sure and heavy rain. By Sunday, the bulk of that moisture starts to push on out towards the south and east. I do think that we could see some residual moisture around on Sunday morning. So if you're going to church on Sunday, that could be the best time to get some rain, so you'll want the umbrella. But I do think that by the time we get into the afternoon, those showers should push on out and we'll trend a little bit drier. And even heading into Monday looks drier than things looked 24 hours ago, which is great news. So we'll keep the clouds around. We'll keep about a 20% chance of a shower. I think the bigger story here is just that it's going to be on and off rain. That's going to end up equaling 1 to 2 inches of widespread rain with some isolated locations picking up to near 3. So right now we're watching this potential for this heavier downpour to see if there's going to be any flooding potential with that. Right now, just a little bit too far out. But anytime that you get a whole lot of rain in, you're concerned. We just got a good little soaking last week, more rain on the way, something for us to watch out for. But all in all, we are thankful for rain. I mean, we've been telling you for the last 6 weeks or so, most of North Georgia has been in some form of drought, and most of North Georgia is still in some form of drought. So if we can get rain to move in 2-3 inches over the course of 3 days, doesn't come down too heavy, that's going to be a win for all of us. That'll reduce that drought. That'll reduce that fire risk that we've been talking about. We saw some wildfires break out in the northern part of our state I think it was in the Dalton area about a couple of weeks ago. So rain will help that out as long as it's just not immersive, as long as it's not coming down really fast, really hard all the time. But we'll continue to monitor that. We'll have that drought update for you Thursday, which will not reflect the rain that's coming because the rain has to come first for us to reassess all of that. But we do expect this to actually help ease some of those drought conditions that we've been talking about. Once again, this is going to be a rain event with some isolated thunderstorms. This does not look to be a severe weather event right now. The risk just looks low. The setup isn't what typically would give us that. Let's get you to the 7-day forecast because that's what you came for. And as you can see, tomorrow morning it's just going to be cold. That 29 degrees is at the airport. If you are an avid weather watcher, you probably know that the airport's the warmer spot in the region. Most of the locations are going to be in the low to mid 20s to start off the day. And if you're in the North Georgia mountains, you could even start off in the teens like folks out in Blairsville. Meanwhile, we get back into the mid 50s in the afternoon, and then we warm towards 61 degrees Thursday before we get all that rain and some thunderstorms Friday, Saturday, clearing out sometime Sunday, and then we'll be watching for some cooler weather next week. So I do want to say thank you to Karen for being with me tonight. I know that there's more than Karen on YouTube, but Karen is the one that's talking, and she's also the one that pointed out that my sound was not on, so I apologize. And thank you to everyone else that's joining us on the YouTube stream, as well as everyone that's at home that stuck around. I know that folks that are watching us on the Atlanta News First Plus app, on Roku, on their TVs, on Amazon, and all these other different locations that you can get us that are outside of YouTube. You couldn't tell me that the sound was off, but I know that you wanted to. You could always give us a follow on YouTube, and you can interact with us as well through this. If there's something in the forecast that you don't understand, you can ask. You can communicate with us, and we can go back and forth about it and make sure that you have what you need to know about the forecast. That's what makes this venue a little bit more interactive than the TV, but also meteorologist Fair Companion and myself will be updating the forecast tonight, and we're going to have a fresh look at our new numbers. We're going to look at some new data, much like we shifted that rain chance and when we thought the heaviest rain was going to fall this weekend. It's this reanalysis that we're going to be doing in between shows to get you guys the most up-to-date information. That's why we have 3 first alerts, because we have 3 opportunities for widespread rain and rumbles of thunder. You can catch us on Peachtree TV at 10 or on Atlanta News First at 11. So thank you guys. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, everyone at home. And I will see you in about 90 minutes. Have a good day.